This weekend is UFC Fight Night. Machado versus Prates. Well, Gary versus Prates. I'm gonna go through as much of the card as I can, and trying to give my opinion and stuff like that. I'm gonna quickly breeze through the prelims. Um, yeah, let's get right into it. Pretty decent card, it looks like. First fight of the night is Chelsea Chandler versus Jocelyn Edwards. I'm gonna go with the underdog. First fight of the night, I'm gonna pick the underdog. Screw it, it's a woman's fight. I don't bet money on the fights, so it doesn't really matter anyways. Um, Chelsea Chandler, underdog plus 235. She's tough. She's gritty. She's actually very gritty. She's not gonna quit on herself. She's the one that I'm pretty sure it was Norma Dumont or someone. I don't remember who it was. Um, but she literally faced her back away and ran away from a fighter. Like I said, I forget who it is, but yeah, that was pretty funny. But I don't know. She's gritty. She's tough. I feel like she can hold on and drag down Jocelyn Edwards. So I'm gonna go with Chelsea Chandler by decision. Next fight we have Timmy Kawamba versus Roberto Romero. I'm a casual, not too familiar with these guys. Um, and so I'm gonna not be ignorant, and I'm just gonna skip it. I don't have the right to comment on the fight. Next fight, Jacqueline Amarim versus Paliana Viana. Uh, I'm gonna go with Paliana Viana. Um, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be a pretty close fight. Not too much action. I don't feel like. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of clinch work, some groundwork. There's not going to be too much stand up, pitter patter shots, and then yeah, I'm going to go with Pollyanna by decision. Next fight, we have Malcolm Wellmaker versus Cameron Simon. Um, man, this is tough. Cameron Simon's rough. He had a rough time in his last fights. Man, it's tough, man. It's super tough. Malcolm Wellmaker, he's really well rounded. He's good. He's good everywhere. Um, Obviously, he doesn't have the UFC experience, so that's the only thing I can think of here that could go wrong for him is octagon jitters, if that's even a real thing. But, man, it sucks. I don't know. I'm gonna give Cameron Simon the benefit of the doubt that he's been working hard and he's learned some things because Peyton Talbot's really good. He's powerful. He's technical, very composed. This guy, he does hit hard. Don't think he's as fast, but he does hit pretty hard as well. So I'm gonna go with Cameron Simon. I feel like he's gonna adjust his style a little bit, and he should do better in this fight. But it should be a close fight as well. So Cameron Simon by decision. I don't see he's not going to get a knockout or a submission. So yeah, let's just. My dog is staring at me down here. I'm just going to pet her a little bit. Next fight, Damon Blackshear versus Alan Tagili. I'm going to go with Damon Blackshear. No idea who this other guy is. Call me a casual. I am a casual. I'm going to go with Damon Blackshear. He's good. He's technical, tough, gritty, well-rounded. And he's got a lot of UFC experience. Yeah. Next fights, Chris Gutierrez versus John Castaneda. A lot of people are going with. Well, obviously, people are going with both. A lot of people are picking John Castaneda, just because, like, I don't know, man. This is tough. Chris Gutierrez, he's getting older, man. I feel like John Castaneda has a lot more to offer. Chris Gutierrez is good, man. Good kicks. He's a good fighter. He's fun to watch. He kind of reminds me of Yair a little bit, just a little bit. I don't know, man. It's tough. This is a tough pick. I'm going to go with Chris Gutierrez. I'm going to trust his takedown defense. Trust his shots. He's going to have more output. He's got better range. John Castaneda is going to try and get in the clinch. Maybe get some takedowns. Make it grittier. Chris Gutierrez is going to keep it on the outside a little bit. Keep it more technical. I'm going to go with Chris Gutierrez by decision. He could potentially get a TKO as well. So, yeah. Next fight, Evan Elder versus Gage Young. I'm not even going to go into the backstory of this fight. Everyone's been talking about it. It's a huge deal. I'm not going to mention it on here. But Evan Elder's last opponent got arrested for a huge no-no, and so he's got a new opponent. You just have to go with Evan Elder. Probably buy anything he wants, to be honest with you. Yeah, Evan Elder is the pick. Confident pick. What is going on with his hair right here? What is that? What is that? Nobody told him? Hey, you've got a freaking quarter mohawk. I don't know. Anyways, I don't care that much. It's just like, come on, it's sticking out. You're on a website. Like, come on. Why would you let him have that? Maybe he wanted it. Maybe it's a colic. Anyways, I'm going to go with Evan Elder by whatever he wants. I'll just say knockout. Next fight, Matt Schnell versus Jimmy Flick. Matt Schnell being this much of an underdog is insane. I am going to go with Matt Schnell. Good thing I'm not a bettor. That's a terrible fight to bet on. You could put small money on Jimmy Flick. A lot of people that's probably like, oh, my lock of the week. Jimmy Flick. Jimmy Flick. He's good, man. Matt Schnell has no chin. Matt Schnell's been submitted. This, and that. Look, man. I get it. I can see a decision. I honestly can see a decision. Very close, 29-28. Frickin' Jimmy Flick. But I don't know. I don't know. Is that the pick? No, I'm going with Jimmy Flick, dude. Jimmy Flick is the pick. That's the pick. Jimmy Flick, another underdog. Let's go. By decision, 29-28. Right when I said 29-28, I'm like, there's no way Matt Schnell's getting that. There's no way. All right, we have the main card, boys. Ikram Aliskerov versus Andre Muniz. I'm going to go with Ikram. He got knocked out last fight. What are these odds, bro? Minus 550 in his last fight he got slept. I get it, but like, Andre Muniz, see, this is the thing about him. He's getting older, blah, 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 this and that. He's got some weird losses too. He's got some decent wins. Ikram Aliskerov really has only lost to top guys. Yeah, I'm going with Ikram Aliskerov by this shit. I want to say TKO, but he's gonna be a little bit cautious this fight, man. Right after you get knocked out, do you just go right into the flames? Like, if you're Michael Chandler, sure, but like, I'm gonna go with Ikram Aliskerov by decision. Next fight, Randy Brown versus Nicholas Dalby. Man, this is also a hard fight to pick. A lot of hard fights. Randy Brown is good. Very good. Technical, gritty, tough, strong. Huge reach. Nicholas Dalby, I could say the same thing about him besides the reach. And for that reason, I'm going to go with Randy Brown. I think he's going to be a little bit quicker. Good takedown defense. What is Nicholas Dalby going to do if he doesn't take Randy Brown down? He's not going to sleep him. He might hurt him. He's not going to sleep him. I'm going to go with Randy Brown by decision. I could also see a TKO if he clips Dalby, but Dalby is super, super tough. I'm going to go with Randy Brown by decision. 29-28. Okay. Next fight, Michel Pereira versus Abus Magomedov. Um, this is a tricky fight. I see a lot of people are on both sides. Um, Michel Pereira is good. Obviously, he gassed out against Fluffy Hernandez. That was not good. Um, but like, is he's gonna learn from that? He's super good, super technical. Very. He's one of. I think he's probably the most athletic dude in the UFC. Everyone says Michael Chandler is the most athletic, the most explosive. Bro, I get that. I do understand. But it's even more impressive in the middleweight class, bro. It's way more impressive. Chandler's like 5'4". Of course. Awesome. Great. Wonderful. He's explosive. He should be. He has nothing else. Michel Pereira is like 6'1", 6'2", 210 pounds on fight night. And he's doing backflips, freaking 360s, jumping off the fence. Probably why he gets tired, but hey, uh, I don't know, man. This is a tough pick. I really want to go with Michel Pereira. Abus Magomedov is good. He has also showed bad cardio. Oh man, I feel like, see, I feel like a lot of people are saying this as well. But if Abus gets, if Abus doesn't finish Pereira, I'm sorry. If Abus doesn't get finished within the first round, I think Abus can take over. But does he get through the first round? I think he does. I think he does. I'm going to go with Abus Magomedov, another underdog. I'm going to go with Abus by TKO. I can just see Michel Pereira on the fence, gassed out mid second round, late second round, gassed out against the fence, bobbing and weaving, and Abus is just, throwing them shots out there. Abus, yes, he got tired. I feel like he has a little bit more rough of a weight cut. Yes, he got more tired, but he's not going to be jumping, he's not going to waste his energy. His energy is going to be to hurt Pereira. So I'm going to go with Abus. He's going to enter the middleweight rankings this on Monday. So I'm going to go with Abus by TKO, second or third round. Next fight, Giga Shikadze versus David Onama. Oh, man, this is hard. This is so tough, dude. I can see Giga doing very well, looking very good. But then David Onama gets the decision. I can just see that. Because, like, David Onama, he's going to be the one to, mix up the martial arts, dare I say. It's kind of crazy that half these fighters don't even use half the tools in their tool bag, which is fun. But when you're going to pick a fight, bet on a fight, you have to go with the person that's going to... I think David Onama is going to enter the rankings as well. Just saw that he's a favorite. That's cool. Yeah, I'm going to go with David Onama. I think he's going to be... Giga's going to look good, but he's not going to, like, hurt David. He's not going to do anything significant. I can just see David taking over the fight. So, David Onama by decision here, boys. Next fight we have... Is that the co-main? Co-main event. Anthony Smith versus Zhang Minyang. Ah, man. Anthony Smith's retirement fights. I remember a couple years ago, I've been watching UFC since I was living with my father, which was like 2008. I remember I was like obviously a kid. I was into WWE and stuff. I was 8 years old. So I would watch UFC here and there, still a casual. I was a casual watching up until probably COVID, okay? I'm one of those COVID people. It's crazy to say, but yeah, I was a casual up until COVID. Still, I'm kind of a casual. But anyways, Anthony Smith, I always thought he was like, oh, this dude looks scary. This dude's a killer. This dude's 6'3", freaking dude. Ever since that was in my head, this dude has got destroyed. Sure, he got a guillotine against Vitor Petrino. Cool, awesome. Vitor Petrino isn't all that, in my opinion. Um, Zhang Ming Yang is a knockout artist. He's good, composed, good cardio. Um, does he shoot in for a takedown and get stuck in a guillotine again? I don't think so. He is a massive, massive, massive favorite. I'm gonna go with Zhang Ming Yang by TKO. I don't think he's gonna sleep Smith. Smith always gets clipped and then stiffens, and then that's kind of it from there. I'm gonna go with Zhang Ming Yang by first round TKO. Sucks. Anthony Smith is gonna retire off a loss, but it is what it is. It's kind of nothing new recently for him, so should be good. Okay career. Anthony Smith never really all that. Always kind of gave up in fights. That's how I saw it. Like he would try a little bit and then he would give up. I don't know. I don't know. Always a mid fighter in my opinion. Kind of a crybaby. That's just whatever. It's just how I feel. Zhang Ming Yang is going to be in the light heavyweight rankings come Monday. Main events of the fight night: Ian Machado Gary versus Carlos Prates. Ian Gary a slight favorite. Let's see, man. Ian Gary's number 7, Carlos Prates number 13. See, the one thing that a lot of people are questioning, Carlos Prates smokes a lot of cigarettes. Is how is his cardio? He says his cardio is good. He's good for a full fight, good for 5 rounds. Is he really? Like, I can see him in the second rounds with dudes that were giving him trouble in the first round, and he's looking good. Maybe a little bit tired, just a slight, but he's in there, dude. He's in there. He's focused. He's composed at all times. At all times. Oh man, this is a super hard pick. But I'm gonna ultimately go with. Do you go with Ian Gary, man? Who do I go with, bro? It's tough because Ian Gary's gonna be the one to mix it up, and I feel like he's just a little bit like. I don't know, man. I feel like Shavkat's like a little bit more dense than Prates is gonna be. Like Prates has a weird build. Like I feel like Ian Gary can tip him over and get him on the ground. And is Carlos jiu-jitsu and ground game that good? I don't know, man. It's tough. Does Carlos Prates clip him on the chin? First round? No. Second round? No. This isn't Li Jingliang. Ian Gary is gonna be shooting in. When Li Jingliang was getting pieced up by Carlos Prates in the fence, he didn't. He might have tried a takedown or two. I don't remember exactly, but like Ian Gary, I feel like Ian Gary's a lot. He's got a lot more will than that. He's gonna I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna go with. Oh. Dude, I have to make a pick. I have stuff to do. Alright. I'm going to go with Carlos Prates by first round TKO. Yeah. Carlos Prates, first round TKO. I can just see Ian, he's good, but he's kind of slow. He's kind of slow, dude. And he says that, I saw him say that Carlos Prates is slow as well. He's slow, dude. Ian Gary's kind of slow. You know what I mean? I don't know. I could just see Carlos. Carlos is so good at just getting around your guard. He's good at landing the shots. He knows when to when to really put a snap on them. When he puts a snap on them, it puts your lights out, dude. It puts your lights out. I'm gonna go with Carlos Prates by first round TKO. Um, yeah, that's the fight night. Those are my picks. Let me know what you guys think, and until next time.